Aspecticor, you are here to run Hitman, the original trilogy.
Yep.
And doing it better than anyone's ever done it?
I mean, some would say. I would say as good as some people have ever done it sometime. Like at the very least.
Such a different sentence. From top to bottom, that is a different sentence.
And by the way, shout out to everybody who's still here live. I really appreciate you. Thank you for staying for the run. I'm Aspecticor, a.k.a. Walmart Tom Holland, a.k.a. By Sinat.
Paul, last one was by Sinat.
Yeah. Yeah, the people, I've heard people say it. People have been saying
People calling you that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, right before you start, I have one quick little announcement for chat. We have another raffle. And if you guys want to switch to, signed by two of the greatest Hitman runners of all time, myself and Aspecticor. Well, I'm doing a
I was laughing at something else. That's a really smart thing to say. I'm sorry. I was thinking
really ruins my flow.
One of your funny jokes that you're always telling.
Yeah, I haven't been in the content game that long. I've only been doing it about 4 years.
Can I say some shit?
Yeah.
You got videos with more views than this guy.
You do. You passed.
Listen, man, to hear
4 million.
That's amazing to hear because, like, I've been a fan for way longer of content than I have been a creator, and to be in a space like this with people who have actually met Northernline in person is really cool. So, anyways, that's super sick.
Can't be mad.
What I'm going to be doing is launching a bomb using another bomb's explosion to send it all the way across the map, hundreds of meters. Oh, sorry, America. Like a couple football fields.
This is such a sick strat.
In order to detonate the chandelier. Now, what you want is a setup where both bombs are pointing the same direction, and sometimes it can be hard to get. But when you get it, you usually know. That's why they call this mission the showstopper, is I guess what I can say. I'm going to try and focus up here and see if I can get us going.
Yeah, lock in. But yeah, I mean, most Hitman speedruns require you to restart Paris over and over and over because it's incredibly tight timing. Yeah, very simply, he's just launching this big bomb with a small bomb across the map and then shooting a chandelier. And so he's blowing up 2 chandeliers in different spots at once to fall on the target's heads, which counts as an accident, so nobody thinks there's been a murder. He's going to do it probably right.
Well done.
There we go.
Victor Novikov is
There we go. Good day. Insane, dude. Insane.
Anyways, I'm going to be starting off this level by doing something called panic shots. I talked a little bit about those earlier, and these specific ones are called body shots. So when Hitman speedrunners are talking about body shots, we don't mean the ones that you do off of your co-eds. Rather, we're referring to non-lethal panic shots that we hit on NPCs that will put them into a state of hysteria. And so those first 3 were to panic people around a target in order to make her move to a specific position. And the last one is going to panic some guards at the gate, allowing us to move by. I'm going to take a quick pit stop here to take out the security cameras and then pull out probably one of my favorite glitches in the whole game. This is the muffin boost. So by standing on top of the broken particles of an object, I can use it to get myself out of bounds. And since the game doesn't expect me to be there, there's no fall damage when I zip back down to the earth. Now, the keen viewers among you may have noticed that the bottom left corner has red guns, which is normally a problem. It means I've lost my silent assassin rating. However, in this scenario, it only means that Francesca has spotted me. And since she's the only witness who's compromised me, when I shoot to drop a chandelier on her head, I go back to having green guns.
Hey, I'm hearing from the chat that the HDR setting might be turned up after this run, after this. Or you can do it right
I might be able to fix it right now. I do a little AV work. I do a little tech support sometimes.
Saved! Okay, perfect.
Okay, so this guy here, Silvio, he's our second target, and as you can see, he's currently receiving a golf lesson. And so we're going to shoot a shot to distract the golf instructor, tranquilize this guard so he doesn't spot us, and then we're going to use the propane tank. Now, propane tanks are the bread and butter of silent assassins because we can use them to set up accident kills almost anywhere. So once we've killed Silvio, we're going to perform another muffin boost off the edge of this cliff, fire to turn 47 around quickly and cause him to boost even faster. And now we're walking on an invisible floor. Shout out to the pathway to see the Scaleless in Dark Souls 1.
He's cracked. That was
just like that, we are out of the second level. Season 1 is mostly a breeze. It's mostly a good time, other than, Paris can be a little tricky, and it's got 6 levels. Season 2 terrifies me, and it has 9. So please throw a page in the chat for me, and throw one in there for this one. This level is so
This
stupid.
is an insanely hard level. If he does this, we need to pause.
If we get this first try, I would be very, very happy. I'm going to try and lock in for this.
All right, you want me to describe it? He's gonna panic everybody in this crowded market. Then he's gonna jump off the roof by balancing a violin onto this thing onto the side of the roof, then fall down while still panicking everyone in the market so they're not noticing his guns. And then he's gonna take out his sniper and shoot this hallway across the map to make the general investigate the bullet shot. Then he's gonna distract every guard in a consulate with multiple. You might have to. I don't know if we can do this.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're all gonna make it.
And he's gonna make everyone turn around. There's like 6 people in this room. They're all turning around, and then he's gonna kill the guy while he's surrounded by people. Then that bullet shot he shot earlier, where the general's going to investigate, he pops that guy in the head from across the map, and then runs out the exit. Everyone was panicked the whole time. That's crazy. Insane job, bro.
Thank you.
38
very,
seconds
very
is
pleased
crazy.
That went well. That is a fast Marrakesh, and it's no picnic. I'll say that much. Thank you for helping me out there. It was surreal.
Dude, I'm surprised you got that first try.
You were saying my thoughts. I was just here, man. Now we're headed to Bangkok, the capital of Thailand, where to take out 2 different targets. The first is Jordan Cross, and the second is Ken the Brick Morgan. Now, this is a level where it's a great time for me to explain cutscenes. Now, cutscenes are something that speedrunners use to save time, because when a cutscene starts, all of these NPCs will begin their movement cycles as you can see them going through. Now, we want to start the mission timer as late as possible, so we're going to wait for this one to play out, because the mission timer is what we're measuring the speedrun in. It's an in-game time run. Now, this mission in particular is special because we're able to see the position of different NPCs in their cycle. And if I had been paying attention, instead of giving this explanation, I might actually be able to glean information from that. I'm going to use my pistol to distract that guard and do something called a ceiling shot. When you shoot the ceiling above an NPC, they will perceive the sound to come from the floor of the room above them. So they go, oh, snap, I got to go upstairs and check that out. And the reason I want that to happen is because that person I moved out of the way was sitting under that chandelier, and I needed that to kill my first target. Now, the second, I put into a panic, so he goes into a lockdown in a specific room and then shot a single shot for his guards so that they wouldn't go in and find him. Now all we got to do is leave. And what we're going to do now is the other type of panic shot that speedrunners like to use on guards. It's called a triple shot. It essentially has the same effect as most of the other panic methods in Hitman, but you just need to hit a surface 3 times near somebody. So if that guy's looking at you, you can take out your gun, put it away, and he'll stop looking at you. It's almost if he decides that he doesn't get paid enough for this shit, and he just he just turns a blind eye. But I'm just not built like that. I hope this guy doesn't block my way. He didn't. He's blocking your exit. He's blocking my way, man.
He's blocking your exit.
You can just leave.
Just go. He's gonna see. He's gonna see. You're screwed. You're screwed.
No, it's not over till it's over.
It's over. You're not getting out.
Tears of cried. Yeah, that's tough. But that's the thing about Hitman that makes it so interesting to speedrun. It's not only that you have to perform things mechanically very well time after time, but you also have to contend with a huge amount of RNG. Sometimes NPCs don't do what you want them to, and you just have to learn to accept that.
Yeah, they behave in devious ways.
They really do. And if things continue going like this, I have a feeling that the really hard levels are going to be easy, and the easy levels are going to be hard, which is something I can deal with. I'm ready for that. I want to shoot the second chord right here.
Mm-hmm. Got him.
So you can see at the top of the screen a mission timer, and that's something that's...
Target down.
We're okay.
Now on to Jordan.
That's something
you're
that's...
okay.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah. Something that's hugely useful for speedrunners because we're able to perform the same kills at the same time. As I talked about earlier... Sorry, I was making a decision there. As I talked about earlier, NPCs go on a cycle. And so if you know what time in the mission it is, you're able to make kills at the same time, and that's what's going to happen in Colorado. Colorado is one of the most difficult levels for most people casually, as it's a really heavily fortified location. There's a ton of guards, and there's not 2, but 4 different targets. So in Colorado, United States, we're going to be taking on a terrorist cell. And I don't mean like students who wrote op-eds. I mean spies and former eco-terrorists coming together to perform some sort of plan. It's been a while since I've looked into the lore, but they're like going to kidnap some politician or something like that. And there's a guy who wears a Halloween mask who's torturing people. But at the end of the day, all you need to know about this run is that I'm going to be doing almost no glitches at all. Other than a single triple shot, this is all natural, vanilla gameplay.
No other items. I saw you just brought the sniper.
Yeah, this is one of the few missions where you don't really need much. In the hands of a capable speedrunner, a pistol or a sniper can do an incredible amount of stuff. It can distract, it can open doors, it can cause things to begin leaking, and that's actually what we're going to do right here. First, we're going to line up this plank so that it's centered exactly between those doors and look over between the slats of this fence. Now, this doesn't look like anything to you and me, to be honest, from this angle. But what we do when we shoot right there is cause a lawnmower to start leaking. That means later in the run, someone is going to smoke a cigarette, put it out, and explode. We'll take out our first target by dropping a chandelier, and then just take a little time to admire the stars and stripes on 47's leg and the beautiful environment that we find ourselves in. We're going to be pulling off a triple shot here to both take out the cameras and make our way past these guards. And then we're going to watch Ezra Berg put out his cigarette. And as he does...
Ezra Berg, please explode. Nice!
He explodes, which means we only have 2 targets left already. When Ezra Berg dies, Maya decides it's time for her to take a stroll, and unfortunately for her, that means she's getting a hay bale dropped on her head. Finally, we have Sean Rose. And I don't think I explained why I shot that vehicle at the start of the mission, and here's why. I don't want to have to shoot it twice right now. So it turns out I didn't shoot the vehicle at the start of the mission, and I was just explaining things.
Nice.
But we made it!
First try.
Just like that, we got 1 mission left in Season 1. So soon. It feels like we've spent barely any time together, except for Paris, but we won't mention that. Now, Hokkaido is a beautiful level. It's one of my favorites, and we're here to take out a 65-year-old man on the operating table. Now, I can explain. It doesn't sound great. Eric Soder suffers from the titular condition, situs inversus totalis. It means the organs in your body are mirrored along the center line, the sagittal plane, as they call it. And so he had to try really, really hard to find a heart that would match him. He had to find a backwards heart. And so he decided that he was willing to give up the files. That's right, the ICA files containing the names and locations of all the ICA agents. So we're just going to blow up a bomb outside of his operating room, killing him with a little bit of explosive damage. He's a very, very unique target. You can't just go around blowing people up and expect to keep your silent assassin rating. But since Eric is on the operating table, they just chalk it up to a mistake and move on. Now, Yuki is the lawyer that he was going to give the files to. So in order to Yuki her Yamazaki's, I'm going to throw this magnesium pouch, blinding all of her guards, and take her out with a single shot. And just like that, we're done Season 1. When you see me interacting with stuff like that painting to get into the safe room, or this computer right here, you're seeing me mash my inventory before I hit the button. That allows me to skip filling up that little prompt, and it can save you a lot of time. If you're trying to escape the mission, it can even save your silent assassin rating.
My God.
Oh. So sometimes, and this will happen sometimes, she can hear the guy passing out. So what needs to happen is you need to wait a little bit longer for a guard to move further away, allowing you to move further down the stairs and make sure that he won't make her turn around.
The office computer note.
Something can also happen here called a slow Orson, which I'm very thankful we didn't just get. But it's where the first guy you tranquilize can take a really long time walking into the room, and he messes up the run.
Target down.
So after we hit her with a lethal syringe, we are free to leave and not worry if her body gets found, because we won't lose Silent Assassin. Aatrox actually evaded my own consumed poison kill the other day.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, sorry, enough about my first time at Jack in the Box. I'm going to be using my Chrome Silver Baller here to perform a series of panic shots to make my way off of the beach. And this first one is very simple. I'm just going to need to panic this guy with a body shot, which I explained before, and make my way forward. Now, this part is a little bit different. If you look to the left, you'll see this guy's awareness meter start to fill up. And yet, when I shoot towards these guys, he doesn't compromise me. That tech is called a gun flash. It's where you panic someone else, and in the occurrence of that panic, another NPC simply freaks out instead of seeing you. It's a tech that's used a lot in really, really short any % runs, where you see people blazing through the level in like 9 seconds.
Nice.
So we're out of the tutorial of Season 2, and now we're headed to one of my favorite missions of the level.
Is this Miami?
It's so incredible. It is Miami.
This is one of the most insane. You should lock in for this one, right? Because this is like.
Yeah, definitely after a certain while in the cutscene, I'm just going to go into the Mind Palace, but I'll try and explain a little bit about what's going on. So, yeah, like we're going to spend way more time setting up for this than doing the actual act, which may be familiar to some of you viewers. But we're going to be taking out Robert while he's in a building and Sierra while she's in a race car. Now, a lot happens in 17 seconds, so like follow with me, okay? Robert building, Sierra race car. Sierra's going to be moving around the track really fast. And at some point during the run, we're going to look out and we're going to snipe her through an area that's actually inaccessible outside of the mission and take her out while she's rounding the corner. Now, Robert, the guy you're looking at right now, is going to be a little more complicated. We're first going to need to fire 2 shots that distract his guard and stop his guard from following him. This means that Robert is essentially isolated when we lure him into the corner of the next room. You following this? So that we can shoot him when he's isolated and run out of the mission before anybody notices, and in the middle of all this, we'll take out Sierra.
This is one of the craziest strats in Hitman. Yeah, he's tossing a poison grenade to get the onlookers to go to the bathroom. He's shooting some nearly impossible to see shots on the window there to move Robert's guards, then luring him to the window, then through a wall, hitting a girl in a race car while she's going top speed, then hitting him in the head, and the guards haven't turned around yet. Oh, they just turned around.
They just caught him.
He has like a 1 second to get out there.
Yeah, sometimes the guards will just turn their head and see like a little bit of his heel, but this is one of the most demanding missions. While I have a second here, I do have to point something out. I have played 52 games to full completion on stream over the last year, and I'm sitting at fast 52. And it feels like there's some sort of resonance there. I've been doing this thing where I play a game off a list, and I decided, every certain amount of donos would add to the list, and I made a huge mistake, and I've been playing video games for an entire year on my stream. And so I just want to say shout out to everybody who's picked some really cool games for that. Shout out to everyone from my stream. I really appreciate the support. It's been a blast. I played Detroit Become Human. It was really fun. People tell me that game's like a metaphor, though.
Metaphor for what?
That's what I couldn't figure out. I was like, bro, they're robots. But I don't know. Maybe I could get someone to explain it to me. Now, I'm going to use the emetic grenade here. I didn't mention why I used that, and that's because there's 2 real NPCs near me. Now, you might be thinking, Aspecticor, real NPCs? They're all in a video game. They're fake, bro. You need to go outside. And, well, that is true. I do need to go outside.
Unreal shot. That is an unreal shot. I could never hit that. That is
Just to do it in real time?
He's hitting a moving car top speed through the wall across the map in the first 10 seconds.
As an F4 driver, we go really fast, too.
Did somebody shoot your tires the other day? I saw a clip of you.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Oh, it's good to have you on the couch. Ludwig, everybody.
Well, this is where I'm going to hurt you because I am going to bed.
Did he just say, I'm going to hurt you?
Well, no. With my words.
Oh,
because I'm going sleepy time.
This one is another one that scares me, and it's because we're going to be heading into deep cartel territory behind enemy lines. And also, we're going to be leaving a body out in the open that can get found. That's not something Hitman speedrunners like to do. We like to kill people with chandeliers. We like to kill people with propane. We don't like to just shoot them and leave them laying around. But this is the most speedy option available to us, so that's what I'm going to do.
What is this outfit?
These first shots are going to cause this target to go into a lockdown and run under that potted plant, and we can take her out right away. Now I'm going to get to work on running straight through the center of Rico's compound. Back in your day, Atrioc, when when you were doing this, like, way...
Yeah, we didn't go through the center
back
here.
in the day.
Yeah, we had a much
When you
slower.
were doing this level, you would run around the outside of Rico's compound. But now, we use this strategy.
Shoot him right in the back. That's crazy.
We just shoot him right in the back after distracting a guard and hope that by pulling these two guards away with these shots, we're able to keep everybody from seeing his body. It's not totally reliable, but it is a pretty solid method of getting the kill. Now, there's only one target left, and we're going to be taking out with an ingenious method that someone else concocted, which I would like to bring up. None of these strats are my own, or almost none of them. I'm simply someone who's riding on the shoulders of greatness, of people who came before me and put in thousands and thousands of hours to learn
That's
about
so
this
nice
game.
of you to say. Thank you so much.
So I caused the people around this target to leave this little building. And now, when I panic his guard, and I pull out my sniper, and I shoot him back in, the door is going to close behind him, which means as long as everybody stays out of that building, I don't have to worry about people finding his body. But I do have to hope. I have to hope. I have to hope. Yeah! We made it! Oh my goodness. It's just curveballs from every direction, but that's what you got to deal with in the major leagues. Thankfully, we only have one more real stick in the mud to go, and
That's crazy.
That's Mumbai. We're going to be doing something called Fast Mumbai, which we, of course, call Mumbai. And it's something that was created long ago, but many people don't like to do it. It's simply that intimidating. We're going to start off by taking out a very unique target called the Maelstrom. And why he's unique is because we don't know what he looks like. He could really look like any of 12 different presets. But we do know one thing about him, where he spawns. So if I immediately exit the cutscene and use my pistol to fire 2 shots, I can blow up a moped and take him out instantly. Now I'm going to fire 2 shots into this train yard. Now, it's completely incomprehensible from somebody just watching, but those 2 shots are really, really important. What they do is they cause someone who would go talk to this next target to stay behind and not talk to her. Since she has no one to talk to, she just moves on to the next stage of her cycle, and she stands up. And since there's no conversation to take place, one that has a random time, I might add, we're able to be relatively sure that she'll stand up at 31 seconds every time, so we can drop a chandelier on her every time, just like that.
Okay, this next kill, though, is the...
Yeah, before that tech was discovered, you had to sit there and hope, please stand up, Vanya, please. And she often wouldn't. Mumbai in particular is a heartbreaker. And the reason we have to be going this fast is because we're about to take out somebody named Dawood. And we're going to have to shoot him off a ledge and make sure that no one on the ground level can see him. I'm going to lock in.
This is a crazy shot. He has to hit him with a sniper, but not kill him, and knock him off to where he falls to his death in a puddle of cement. And if anyone sees the... How did you do that? That is one of the most inconsistent strats in all of Hitman. Very good job, first try. That's crazy.
That is crazy. But, I had a feeling that the easy ones were going to be hard and the hard were going to be easy. And I was correct. Next, we're headed to a great mission. We're going to Whittleton Creek for what is called Another Life, something many speedrunners wish they had. We're going to be taking out 2 different targets. Janus, who is actually so old we don't know when he was born, and a guy named Nolan Cassidy. Now, you might be saying, Aspecticor, why are you just going to, kill an old guy? He did stuff, okay? Old people were young once. And he was doing stuff, man. I don't even really know, to be honest. But now that I think about it, I haven't really verified any of his crimes. Like, Diana could kind of just be telling me anything.
This is most people's favorite level.
Bro, I'm having a crisis over here. Am I a bad guy? I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
To be clear, even if you guys are bad, you should be able to kill them at will.
That is pretty fair. So I'm going to be exiting the cutscene as soon as I see that one bodyguard, because it means we're at the perfect time. And now I'm going to take 2 shots, hitting an oxygen tank and blowing up Janus in 3 seconds.
Nice.
Finally.
Now you're seeing me pull out a pistol here, and that's not just because I want to fit in an American neighborhood. It's actually because people are more suspicious of you when you have a sniper on your back than when you have a sniper and a pistol. It's like they can only focus on the pistol, and everything else that you're carrying like doesn't matter. So I'm going to be setting up a really clever trap here, and it's one of the easiest kills in this whole run. You put a taser inside a mailbox, and bro checks his mailbox and then just dies. Like it's almost like the real version of one of those emails that said it would kill you if you didn't respond. Hey, so like that's not normally what happens, but that's okay. We're gonna work with it. I also shoot this guy, and I'm not doing it like because I'm like I have like darkness in my heart. It's because I have to panic him and make sure that he doesn't compromise me. Because if he compromises me, I can't kill him.
Are you gonna make? Oh, he makes it.
Lovely hit with the shovel to get him out of the way and collect our second clue. I forgot to mention that we actually have 3 different objectives we need to complete alongside killing those 2 people. And I just dug up the 3rd of 3 clues I needed to collect. So now that Nolan died from checking his mailbox, we are free to leave.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of.
This level was as I said, released in Hitman 3, and I'm a big fan of it. I think the speedrun is quite cool. They included slap fighting, though, which really feels like a time capsule, doesn't it? There was a real era for slap fighting, and I don't know if it's happening, but maybe it'll be at the White House next year. First, I'm going to take a shot into this barrel, which causes it to start leaking. Then I'll take a shot on that lantern, and it'll cause an electric trap to be set up around the barrel. Next, I'm going to bust into the food storage with my sniper and, grab the egg that I stored there, because we're going to need that for later.
I don't know this strat at all. This is cool.
It's not essential to knock over that sandcastle, but I kind of just started doing it as a force of habit, and now I realize like I look like a real jerk. Chat, do you hate me?
That's crest taken care of.
Chat, glorp if you don't hate me. Okay, so you notice there, you weren't standing up too fast. You weren't fading into darkness. The screen does just sometimes go completely black after you get a kill. And it kind of happens. You know, this game's got lots of quirks, but to be honest with you, every one I discover just makes me love it more. Now I'm going to be using a explosive ducky to take out that satellite control unit, which was one of my objectives. And I used the blue egg to tranquilize both of those dudes, so I didn't have to worry about them catching me on the way out. It's a lot easier to do that. What do you think is your favorite Hitman Season 2 level?
Season 2? Miami for sure. This strat is crazy. You go back. How do you exit here?
You exit here. You have to take that shot precisely 3 steps after she turns, and man, were we close to missing it.
That was sick. That was an awesome run.
That one is a little scary. Now, Atrioc, Isle of Sigale, love it or hate it?
Hate this level.
Hate it?
I mean, it's a really cool theme, but this level is a doozy.
To be honest with you, I think I lean more towards hate, even though it's an incredible level. It has so many guards and so many angles to be seen from, so many walls. But the speedrun for this mission is pretty easy.
Is this the roof boost?
This is the roof boost. We're bringing back the muffin boost, and it's going to be incredibly, supremely useful. Now, we do need to start off this mission by setting a bunch of money on fire. Instead of starting our own creator live events company, though, I'm going to be firing a sniper shot into that fire pit. And so what that's going to do is cause the Phoenix ceremony to begin. Now, Zoe Washington's on the bottom, Sophie's on the top. Zoe on the bottom is walking that way because the Phoenix ceremony is starting. 3, Now, Sophia up here, she's kind of just doing her thing. So I'm going to panic her into a location I can abuse. And right after that, I'm going to start the Phoenix ceremony. And look at that. It's beautiful. It's actually like, it's really cool. But she's mad because she's like, that was my moment to shine. And now I have nothing. So I'm going to fire a shot to distract her into the corner where she'll be isolated and fire another shot up here. You might notice you can't see 47, and that's because remember, I'm not supposed to be up here. So after dropping a chandelier on Sophia, we can take a look over at Zoe in the corner and take her out with a shot to the leg. Now we're going to use our calmer to escape because, well, that's terrifying.
Uh-oh.
Not only is the... Not only is the... Oh, this is scary.
Oh!
I need them to turn. I need them to turn.
How do you get
I can fix her.
Helicopter.
No.
Is crawling with security.
No!
47.
I can fix
That was
her.
improv! That was crazy! That was improv!
That was off the top of the dome, but that's why we practice, so we can know what to do when things go wrong.
Very
I'm
nice.
very, very pleased that we made it out of there after that, because it was a little scary. Now, we are headed to probably one of my favorite levels, New York. And speaking of New York, just hear me out, Atrioc. I gotta say, shout out to Mangione. I was a huge fan of his hit, and like I think he had more than one. Just rest in peace. You know, he passed away earlier this year.
Who are you talking about?
Chuck Mangione, the flugelhorn player. He was born in Rochester, New York. You know the song "Feels So Good"? It's like da na 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 na.
You're a big flugelhorn guy?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
there's jazz people back there who know it. So, anyways, we're going to be taking on an incredible heist here. It is not. It's terrifying. It's death-defying. It's really everything-ifying. It's electrifying. Mm-hmm. Little Grease Lightning reference, because I know you love that movie in your 30s. Now, we have to take out the CEO of the bank, but we also have to collect 3 data disks, which are going to be held by her 2 lieutenants, right-hand men, and her herself. So we're going to be making our way all the way up to the big, scary top office where Athena Savalas hangs out. So if someone sees you trespassing, they'll say, well, I should start making sure that this guy gets compromised for trespassing. But if they see someone who's tranquilized before you get compromised for trespassing, their behavior tree determines that they should help the person who's passed out and not worry about the guy who's just in the place that he's maybe not supposed to be.
The guy dressed like the Joker, holding a gun in the middle of a bank.
Well, he didn't see me pull out that calmer, so really I'm just a guy, you know? Like, I just happened to be around during a terrible incident. I was like, oh, no. Oh, I need to drop this bomb and detonate it and hope.
I wonder who's going to drop
over
that.
here
Is it
heard
the guy in the green and purple suit running through the middle of the building?
Probably not. Probably
No,
not.
probably not.
So I'm going to fire some panic shots there, a triple shot on the wall and panic shots on those NPCs. What those body shots there at the end do, they're not necessary for me getting past those guards. What they do is they cause this guy to decide to come down the stairs. Now that, of course, happens in an ideal world where Murphy's Law does not exist. And sometimes he decides he needs a sip of that hot Joe before he can head back downstairs. So I'm going to wait a second. I don't think I'm really worried about it. Things should still go okay.
Is he going to see you? No, nice.
So the other data disk, the second that we needed to pick up is on him. And Mr. President, a second data disk has hit the inventory. So now we're only needing to gather the third and take out our target. And if you look in the bottom left, you might notice I have yellow guns. That isn't like a special variant for you like Pokemon TCG nerds. That's actually an indication that I've been caught on the security cameras.
Good shot.
Now this is terrifying because we're late in the cycle and she's normally in a different place.
No, you have to hit this. No way. They're not going to find that? If any one of those people saw a different crime happen, he would lose even if he knocked them out.
I'm going to be real with you guys. That's not what's supposed to happen there, but we made it work, baby.
They all had their backs turned to the other person knocking out. That's great. Oh, my God.
You got to close the doors behind you because, boy, does that guy not. He doesn't like what he sees when he turns around. Now, I'm doing another particle boost, and I'm going to do something called a stair glide here. What I just did there was I pushed the barrel of my gun into the stairs, and I pushed myself backwards. It's a really fun trick, and you can use it almost anywhere that has a sloped surface. That was a real
live improv.
That was a real challenge. But you know what? We do it live, and this one is one we're just going to kind of have to hope for.
You explain
as well.
this. I can't explain this.
Okay, so
This is new.
explaining all of these levels can be difficult, but this one is it'll really make you. There's 3 different targets, okay? One of them we're going to kill in her bathroom as she runs away from us. It's pretty simple. The second, we're going to distract his guards away with shots through the trees, and they're never going to see his body after we kill him. And the third, well, technically the second, but the third guy, you get it. We're going to kill him right in the middle of his set. Right as he's finishing getting gains from his pull-ups, we're going to shoot him in the arm. He's going to slump down directly below where he was, and nobody will spot him, even though he's surrounded by people. So step 1, get the first target, Ludmilla, to go into her bathroom. Those 2 shots are what accomplished that. These shots are what caused Tyson, the second target I described, to be sandwiched between 2 guards who are both panicking, but they're not looking at him. So Ludmilla, done.
Okay.
She's alone in her bathroom. We're turning our attention to Steven, and we're going to wait until he's done his last rep, shoot him in the arm, turn quickly, shoot Tyson, and make sure to run away as fast as we can.
Just one more target to go.
That used to be a 2-minute, 30-second
And
level.
just like that,
That's crazy.
we're done the final level of Season 2, one of the more difficult in the run, and now we're headed into the
That's 23 seconds. That's crazy.
the last season.
That will start with a perfect Dubai, where he has to climb up this thing, flashbang all the guards in a room, pop the guy in the head, kill the other guy, and get out before the flashbang wears off.
I'm going to take this shot to distract his guard so he doesn't find him, shoot him in the head, toss the magnesium pouch, and kill him while no one can see.
He's got like 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God.
We made it!
Very nice.
Now we're headed to a real favorite of many people's casually, which is Dartmoor. When you play this mission casually, you get to do sort of a murder mystery and go through the house. Did you solve the mystery, H-Rock? Did you guess the real culprit of the crime correctly?
I think when I first played it through, I ran through with a shotgun and killed everybody. Let God sort it out is what I said.
It's crazy that Gavin Newsom wanted to talk to you about video games, man. I don't know. You did such a good job not saying some shit like that, because anyways, you'd have to worry. But I actually did the detective work, and I thought it was like pretty straightforward who did it, and then I was completely wrong. Which is maybe why it's taken me so long to play some of the games on the Game-a-thon. I played Hollow Knight for the second time recently, and I got lost worse than I did the first time. So it's either that game is hard to like move around in, or streaming is having some sort of degenerative effect on my brain.
Oh, it's definitely the latter. It used to be such a
Yeah,
bright young
Hollow
kid.
Knight, right? I agree. Anyways, I'm going to be using my pistol to not only turn around everyone in this room, but create a path I can fire my tranquilizer through. That's because in the last, a few missions ago, I had to pick up data disks. This one is similar. I have to pick up 2 halves of a key that'll take you to a bank and let you in. I'm going to use the umpteenth chandelier to take out Alexa Carlisle, and then work on getting the other half of that key. Now, I'm 50% sure she saw me, but somehow by the grace of the Hitman gods, she didn't. And I'm loving every minute of it.
Chandeliers really are a speedrunner's best friend in this game.
They truly are, and if you play this game for long enough, you will never look at something hanging in the air the same way again. Potted plants, cranes, chandeliers, you name it.
Beautiful run. Beautiful run.
Thank you.
I can't believe you talked during that. That was perfect.
I've been eyeing these stage lights even. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, watch out.
Not for me.
Yeah, he's got to kill 5 other ICA agents similar to Agent 47. They're all hunting him.
It's crazy how they're all not bald, though. Like, when did they start giving the clones hair?
It is weird.
So, mods, can we just ban everybody preemptively who says I look like this this cartoon? Can we just, like, do that for me? I'd
Yeah,
appreciate
be them.
it. So I'm going to fire a distraction shot.
Oh! Can you save this?
Turn this guy around,
Okay.
and then I didn't lock onto him and knocked him out. No!
Okay,
And
watch.
it's so easy to go the wrong way. So here's the first kill.
Boom, one guy down.
Now we're going to fire in this wall to keep this guy looking at me. We're going to pull out something called the Gold Brick Proximity Mine, aka Explosive Snail. What the snail does is it plays a little melody and draws someone over to it before it explodes and knocks them out. Now I just shot a bag of bricks to kill the second guy. The third guy is looking at his sniper over here. And the final two are going to be at an angle I get to after I pick up the keys for the exit right now.
Are you there?
So once I make my way to this final viewpoint, I can turn,
Makes 3.
Boom.
take them out with sniper shots,
Shouldn't be happening.
and escape in the exit I just unlocked.
Very sick.
Adrock, do you want to read any donos? I really feel like we've been dono-walling people.
I don't have them.
What do you mean you don't have it?
There's a $10 dono that says, you look like Cal Kestis.
That's not a real dono.
It's a real
man.
dono.
I don't believe that.
Well, a lot of people are donating that.
No. I don't see it.
People are saying it. No, I don't have a list in front of me, but I'm sure many donos are rolling in.
Oh my goodness, I'm seeing stuff move up. Chat, I appreciate you so much. Thank you all for donating, and if you haven't yet, please consider. I really am so excited to be raising money for these causes.
So is this guy just falling dead in the middle of the room? and
He's
it's just-
falling dead, and there's a scientist there.
Like,
and
that guy
a guard.
doesn't see him? I
No
don't
one
get...
sees him.
Dude, back in the day, we used to have to distract everyone in that room and then shoot him as he's running out of it. But you're just shooting him in the middle of it, and they're just not looking at his body. I don't know how you figured that out, but
Oh, it certainly wasn't me, but someone did.
All right. And then this I sort of get, yeah.
Yeah, you're shooting through windows and through many walls to distract people around her, and when you take her out, you have enough time to escape the mission before they turn around.
Sub 1 minute.
We're headed to the, what did I call it? The Mecca for wine moms. Vigneta Yates in Mendoza, Argentina. We're going to be taking out 2 different targets, Archibald and Tamara. And they're both pretty self-explanatory. I'll try and keep you involved. But this is a great mission to show off the fact that these snipers that I'm using are not hit scan, as they say. They don't instantly hit the target that I'm aiming at. They actually travel over space and time, which means you do have to lead your shots.
It also shows how dumb some of the targets are. So he throws this briefcase to set off the car alarm for the limo, which makes everybody stop their movement. And then he puts this ducky on here, and she just goes to be like, what's this ducky? Let me go check it out. And then while she's doing that, nobody's near the limo but her. So he takes out his sniper, and he just blows this car up and kills this target, and they call that an accident.
It could have been anything, man. They used to put gas tanks in the backs of cars. That could have been anything. See, we're going to have to lead this shot by quite a bit.
Beautiful shot.
Drop our sniper and stand over here by the exit. Now, there's a 3-second delay in every mission before you're able to leave, but this mission actually has a 12-second delay. It's the longest in the game.
like you were never there. Totally.
I have 1 level left. It is the legendary train. We're not allowed to bring any items. We're not allowed to even bring our own disguise. We just have to grip it and rip it for 2 straight minutes.
Hardest level comes at the end. No disguise. You're shirtless. No weapons. If you make any minor wrong movement, you get seen, and you have to lose 2 minutes on the speedrun. This has killed so many runs. And what Aspecticor is doing today, I believe, is a newly discovered, a new train that's even faster than usual and very, very difficult. So he's finding tell me when you jump in, but he's finding a rifle right here, and now he's panicking guards in this room so that he can sneak behind him and get out the window and then get on the roof of the train. Again, he has to go through car after car and not get seen in these small, cramped spaces by many, many guards.
Oh, and what's exciting about this is I'm actually showing off a new piece of tech. This is something that was discovered fairly recently, and it's called the cover aim glitch. If you pull out a gun, go into cover, aim, and then turn and get out of cover
No
quickly,
way.
you can make yourself go through walls, and now I'm on the outside of the train. I can panic these people to
Oh
keep
my
them off of me,
God.
and now I got to get back on the train.
That makes it so...
No! That's what can happen. The edge of the train is slippery. It's terrifying to be out there. So that cover aim glitch was discovered recently, and it kind of turned the whole world of Hitman speedrunning on its head, because now there was all these new available routes to go through. There was these new walls that you could get through that you couldn't previously. So the fact that I get to show this off in this run is really great, because I think it's a really cool glitch, and it's a great demonstration of how much there is to be discovered in this game.
Yeah, that's incredible. I've never seen that, so that is really cool. And it allows you to get around that room full of guards, right? You don't have to like sneak through them anymore. You can.
Yeah, that guy is really kind of on his own, all by himself, and no one seems to care about what he says. What I'm also doing here when I'm outside of the train is I'm firing panic shots on the edge of the compartments ahead of me, and so that's so I don't have to wait and find a slower way to get through. They just panic like I shot them in the body, and they won't be able to spot me because I'm not in the area where the shots were taken from.
How do you get back on? Oh my.
We made it back onto the train successfully. I'm on solid ground again. And now I've just got a minute and a half of clean speed running between me and the end of the level. We're gonna hit this guy with a panic shot and just run right past him. He's kind of clueless. He doesn't really know what's going on.
Gonna need foot surgery after that.
There's not an official name for him, but he's got like scooter energy. Next, we're gonna fire a really precise set of panic shots there. We need to make sure to not only get these people, but get those two guys from the very far cart, because they're the ones we really need to get past here.
He's got so little time before the flashbang wears off.
We do only have so much time, and thankfully that second guy wasn't trapping me.
Oh my god. Wait, this is crazy. This is so much faster. This is so much faster. Okay, another flashbang.
So now we really only have one big hurdle left to clear. It's a set of panic shots at the end of the run that you have to do really precisely and really quickly in order not to get caught. Otherwise, we're going back to the start of train. So might want to throw a Prage in. Also, you can dump people in crates in this game, but we do this game so quickly we never need to do that.
Guys, drop a Prage. This is a very important set of shots. If he gets it, it's mission done. If he doesn't, if the guy, okay.
And just like that,
let's go!
We've done the hardest part of this level. The one is basically over. I want to say a huge thank you to Ludwig for featuring me in this event, and everybody who made this event possible, the production team, the people watching live at home, the people who were here live at the event. I appreciate you. Let's take a quick mirror selfie together, shall we? Everybody smile. Thank you so much for having me. I've been Aspecticor, and this was the Silent Assassin Master Suit Only trilogy. And that's time. Woo! 4 minutes ahead of schedule. I can't believe it.
Incredible run.
I can't believe it, Adrian.
Incredible run.